Hey guys, it's coreross and welcome to this Division 2 gameplay. Today we're going to go over what I think of the game and I'm going to leave you with a whole chunk of gameplay to watch as well. So first up, let's talk about my experience so far with Division 2. I've had the chance to check out the Dark Zone before, so I made a video on that last month and that was quite interesting, but it was as a big letdown for me because I love the old big Dark Zone, and them splitting it into like 3 different ones was kind of letdown, didn't like it. But now here we are doing some of the endgame content. Now this is something I'm of course very interested with because Division 1 didn't have any endgame content at all. So the whole plan of the endgame content is that once you actually complete the game will change. Another faction will come into the game, which is kind of interesting, and that means all the original story missions will actually now have this other faction coming in and kind of taking over, and the missions will then change, which is kind of cool. So they'll still be the same missions, but the gameplay elements will be different because you're up against this whole different faction. There'll also be the other factions also trying to fight this new faction, so it makes it much more, potentially, much deeper, which I really like. Now the mission you're watching right here is one of the end game missions, and of course you might have seen the robot dog running around. So it's kind of like the Boston Dynamics, you know, the military company that makes all this high-tech stuff. Just to say they're going to, you know, take over the world, and it's definitely interesting. It's really quite cool. The enemies are quite interesting to fight, but will it work? This is the thing. Will it change it enough to make it, you know, all that old content new again for the end game? We'll see. Now they did go over as well raids. So raids are coming to Division 2, and the first one will not be there exactly on launch. They're going to let people level up and gear up, and then it will come out. But as far as I know, it should come out quite quickly after the game does. So you're probably not going to have to wait too long for it to show up. And of course, that is going to be very interesting. And I believe that's 8 players are going to be taking part in the raids, which is cool. Now, going back to my opinion on the gameplay, I got to try a lot more of the gadgets this time. So there's some different variations of the current stuff we already know. So you remember the little seeker ball that goes along and explodes next to people? That's had some interesting changes. So you can now have a healing variation of that, which is certainly interesting. And I like all the healing stuff. It's quite cool because you can target other people now. So see, you drop your healing ball, you can then target one of your teammates and it'll follow them around and heal them, which is kind of handy. I also tried out the drone that flies above you and is also a healer variant. That was quite good. It seemed to be very useful. In PvP, I'm guessing people will be able to destroy that quite easily, but the actual ball healing you might be quite hard for people to take out. Now when it comes to the little seeker drone, I know a lot of people would love the explosive cluster charge variant in Division 1. That still exists in Division 2, but you have to manually mark where you want it to detonate. I was constantly marking the wrong places, or even if I did mark the right place, the ball would then roll over, jump up into the air and explode. But by the time it did, the bad guys weren't there anymore. It was such a pain in the butt. So I'm not a big fan of that. I don't like micromanaging my gadgets like that. But some people will probably love that. But I like to, like, you know, release my gadgets and then focus. So I do like the healing drone because you don't have to worry about it. I like the healing ball, that was cool. But the other stuff, not so much. Anything manually kind of targeted stuff, like you got the mortar turret now, which you have to manually target as well. It's just yeah, it's too much micromanagement. You even have a sniper turret now, which you have to manually tag a target for it to start shooting at. Again, not a big fan of that, but I could see that in some circumstances, especially in the Dark Zone, that could be a really good gadget to have. So guys, I'm going to leave you with a full end game mission here, and you can see what you think about it. There will be a couple of odd cuts in the video, because you know, this is an in progress build. Things did go wrong. The devs had to actually like plug in a keyboard to my Xbox a couple of times and proceed to kill NPCs that got like stuck in walls and stuff, but thankfully nothing kind of major, and you guys can enjoy and see what you think about this. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.
Dislodging them isn't going to be easy.
kill!
Watch out. Reinforcements.
Are they trying to flank us?
Jump off!
Humanity has been observing the planets for millennia, but we are only now beginning to uncover some of their secrets. Earth, the third rock from the sun, our home, may not be the center of our universe, but so far it is the only planet that can support life as we know it. Of space, it's irrational to think that our planet is the only place capable of creating and sustaining life. We know that Mars was vast oceans.
Engaging division agent. Moving to engage! Where the hell is my backup?
While no
Right here! Right here!
evolved from single-cell amoebas, living beings like you and me,
See your target.
star light years away.
Drone going out.
I'm on fire!
Operators down. Targets on their feet.
Forward to flank them!
Danger close.
No sign of the target. Got one.
Some of their secrets.
Tracy, they're coming up on the flank! We have to stop them.
Our home may not be the center of our
Here they are!
so far, it is the only planet that can support life as we know.
I'll kill whoever did that! I know.
In the vast reaches of space,
Wasted another agent!
An agent needs assistance.
Hold on, I'm reloading. Got you covered. We lost one! Firing airburst!
once had vast oceans. 7 million elements found could only
Get away from
in
it!
the intensity
Burning off!
while no other planet, our solar system sustains life.
Taking a shot.
That allowed organisms to evolve from single-cell amoebas to complex
Kinetic! Roger, moving on you! Never! Enemy wants to flank us! Down here!
star light years away.
Lost 12 hours here! They're hiding somewhere! Hey! God damn it! Shit! Incoming! Get over there! Visual negative. I'm getting eaten up! up here! They got a medic out there! Hold on! What the? I can't save this one! Airburst launch! Ken!
Humanity has been observing the planets for
Grenade!
millennia.
Target on foot! Put it out! Put it out!
Their secrets.
They're gonna flank us!
Our home may not be the center of our universe. So far, it is the only planet that can support life as we know it. In the vast reaches of space, it's irrational to think that our little planet is the only place capable of creating and sustaining life. We know that Mars once had vast oceans, that many of the elements found on Earth could only be created in the intense heat of a supernova. The surface of Mars was once home to flowing water, as
Leave
evidenced
nothing.
Contact! Deploying airburst munitions! They got seekers! Shit! They threw a grenade! We lost one!
Fire!
Wait a sec, reloading! Agents back on their feet! Can't see! I hit him!
UAVs are up.
Don't let him dig in! Lost one here! Got a feed on the...
Deploying UAVs.
Can't see shit from here. Man down! Looks like a drone up there. Help me!
Network signal detected.
Sounds promising.
Go for their blinks! I'm pinned down!
Covering acid.
Got one over there!
Going for the agent!
Watch your fire corridor!
As we keep looking.
agents! I'll keep it in...
Taking a shot.
Going in.
Here.
Encircle the enemy! Not dead yet! Got more with that?
An agent needs assistance.
Get off your ass.
Asset is...
Drones are free.
Cover that asset! Hold up a second! Sight! Done!
Eat shit and die.
Here's the final hall. Maybe you'll find a terminal there. Finish mopping up these assholes and let's see what we can find.
Whoa!
Burning up here!
I guess I'll shoot him again! I'm reloading here! Get around him! Smoked him! They took him out! Got a fresh mag! I'll provide cover! They're dead!
Probably bricked, but check out the server just to be sure.
Reformat cancelled. Attack data 0.7%.
I'll send the data you were able to recover to our tech guys just in case. The museum is secure. Well done. Here's hoping we get some value from the data you transmitted.